Oh, he'll fall asleep. That's what Mommy said, Turner. You'll fall asleep.
Well, I thought if we just cuddled him a little bit, he would doze off.
Uh-huh. That was 3 hours ago. Those baby blues haven't closed once.
At least he's not crying.
Oh, no, just kicking, squirming, heavy gurgling, and cooing. It's like sleeping with a giant Mexican jumping bean. Turner, don't get me wrong, son, but you've got to give some serious thought to letting Mom and Dad sleep past dawn one of these days.
I think we're making a mistake by letting him in bed with us. I mean, some of the books say that it sets a precedent you'll regret later.
Well, Turner, you just promised me that you won't be doing this in college still, all right? Wouldn't look right.
Maybe I should try putting him back in his crib. I'm afraid he'll take one look at that lonely room and start to wail.
Well, this is parenthood, Liza. One weighty decision after another.
Oh, thanks. You're a big help.
I try.
We're running late, aren't we?
Yes. I have to work the morning shift at the station today.
And then you're going to go right over to class?
2 classes.
And one of them is mores and folkways of ancient civilizations.
Yes, how did you know?
Oh, you mentioned it enough times.
Oh, well, I didn't think you picked up on it. I mean, I thought all you wanted me to do was get my degree and be done with my courses for good.
Oh, no, that was my old unenlightened self.
Oh, yeah?
Wait a minute. Let me tell you something. You know, I will be the first one to admit that I didn't have a clue as to what a two-way street marriage could be. I used to think I would make all the decisions, you just follow along. I'm making some progress in that area.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. I'm really being conscious of what's important to you. You know what? I picked up that big 10-pound book of yours? Leafed through the first chapter before you got home last night. That's how I knew what the name of the course was.
Good. You can take my midterm for me when it comes along.
No, thank you. No, thanks. I'll leave all the whiz kid stuff to you. I don't know how you do it. You know, you ace every single exam, and then you put in time at Channel 6, you still do all the volunteer work. You're incredible.
Oh, well, if I'm so incredible, why can't I find my paper that's due today?
Oh, I'll help you look for it. What's it called?
Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah, I'll look. You spell it, all right? I'll get it. Yes.
Mr. Carter, hi, it's Mandy. I'm really sorry to bother you at home, but I had to call.
Well, that's all right. Is there some problem?
Yes, there is, and I have to talk to you before I go to work, okay? So could I come over there now before you start out for the office?
No, that won't be possible. We can meet later.
No, I'm not setting foot in the club until I talk to somebody about what happened. You have to hear my side of it before you talk to anybody else.
I don't understand what is so urgent.
I'll explain everything when I get there. It won't take long, I promise, but it's really important to me. See you in a few minutes?
No, I'm sorry, that's not possible. Hello? Goodbye, then.
What's that?
Just some guy that I was going to have a meeting with wanted to make it a little later this morning. So I'm going to go to the club early now. Did you find your paper?
No, and I'm sure it was in my notebook. Maybe I should call the office and tell them I'm going to be late this morning.
No, honey, don't do that. You'll ruin your perfect record. I'll help you look for it.
Warren, this is silly. I mean, you have things to do. You can't spend all morning looking for one of my
Fine,
assignments.
it's fine. Believe me, I want to find that paper as much as you do.
Morning. Good morning, darling.
What time is it?
Well, I was all ready to go to the office, and I thought I would stop by and say goodbye.
What?
I thought I would come and say goodbye to you.
Oh, you woke me for that?
Well, you will forgive me if I get these sudden attacks of tenderness.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, this came for you. Rose found it on the outside by the paper.
You mean somebody just left it and it come in the mail?
No, it's all very mysterious. It doesn't even have a return address.
How strange. I wonder who it's from.
I don't know. I better get on to the office. As much as I would hate to let you open this in privacy. Bye-bye.
Well, have a nice day. My dearest Wendy, the one on page 23 says it all. Love, Warren. Warren, that's beautiful. I wrote me a letter before. Dear Wendy, more than anything, I want to be with you today. We'll have the place all to ourselves. Please be there for me. I'm at home, alone, and waiting. You'll come at 11. I love you more than I ever thought possible. Don't disappoint me. I love you, Warren.
Yes. Well, she said to call back the second or third week in January, and you might have something then. I see. All right. Thank you very much. 6 down, 2 to go. Yes. Good morning. I'm calling to inquire... Just a moment, please. I'm calling about your ad for a dispatcher. I was wondering if the position had been filled yet. I see. Well, do you expect to have any openings in the future? All right. Well, I may try again then. Thank you very much. You know that business about the early bird getting the worm?
Uh-huh.
Don't believe a word of it.
Why? What's the matter?
I have called 7 places about jobs this morning before 9:30, and every one of them is taken. Now explain that to me.
I can't. I guess people must hear about those things before they get published in the paper.
They must. You here to see Hogan? Let me call him.
No. As a matter of fact, I'm here to see you.
Me?
Yeah?
Well, let me guess. You are doing a story on unemployment, and you want the details from the horse's mouth.
No, but it does have something to do with the fact that you're in the market for a job.
Well, you have my attention, Miss Adamson. Let's have a cup of tea and discuss it. Take off your coat.
Well, I'd love to, but only if you promise to call me Sonny.
All right, Sonny. I hope you like your tea good and strong.
Oh, yes, I do. The stronger, the better. You know, I can't believe you're being so hospitable to me after the way I behaved the other day. Every time I think about it, I get mortified.
I thought we'd established that whole thing was a terrible misunderstanding. You mistook me for somebody else.
Yeah, I know, but you saw me at my worst, and you're very sweet to forget about it so easily. Anyway, I've been thinking of a way to make up for my bad manners, and I remembered that a friend of mine mentioned a job that's opening up at her place, and I wondered if you might be interested.
Well, what kind of job is it?
Well, she's looking for a baby nurse. The baby is about 6 months old, and he is absolutely adorable. I can vouch for that. And as for my friends, well, oh, she and her husband are just wonderful people. I know you'd like them, and I know they'd like you, too.
It's dear of you to think of me, but to tell you the truth, I don't have experience working in someone's home, and I'm not what you'd call a qualified nurse.
Oh, they're not looking for someone with a medical background, just someone who's good with kids.
But they'll be wanting references, won't they?
But you've got a reference, me. Well, you've raised your own children. Hogan's mentioned brothers and sisters. How much experience does a person need?
Well, I don't know, Sonny. I have to think about it. Oh, good heavens, look at you. I'm not planning to sit down anywhere in this room.
Oh, I was just on my way to the shower. Sonny, I didn't know you were here.
Hi. I was telling your mom about a job at Travis and Liza's.
Huh. Well, I was just out back working on my neighbor's car. I didn't see you come in.
Didn't know you were a mechanic.
We operate on the barter system in this neighborhood. Hogan tinkers with Dave's car, and Dave keeps our cranky old furnace from giving up the ghost.
It sounds like the best kind of neighborhood to be in.
A little different from the one you grew up in, though.
Sonny was telling me about some friend of hers who needs a nurse for their baby, and she thought I might be interested in the job.
Are you?
Well, I don't know. It's not the sort of thing I'm used to.
No, it's not a factory, that's for sure.
No, but something tells me your mother would be wonderful with children. I'll bet she's a natural.
Taking care of other people's children isn't quite the same as taking care of your own.
Well, that's what I was thinking. What if my ideas about raising children differ from your friends?
But we're only talking about common sense. I'm sure you and the Sentels wouldn't have any disagreements about what's best for Turner.
On the other hand, if my mother isn't 100% sure about taking this job, then maybe she shouldn't take it.
Look, I'm not trying to force her into a decision. I just knew that she was looking for a job and thought this was something to consider, that's all.
Well, it is. It's something to consider very carefully.
Long on the range. You said that worked every time. Well, guess what? He hates it. So, I put him in the little rocking chair and did a little quiet humming. He went blissfully asleep. And now we have a little time before the alarm goes off. Never thought I'd feel so much energy after just 4 hours sleep. Oh, you're on my side of the bed. What, are you warming it up for me? Rusty? Rusty, darling? Oh, sweetheart. Oh, he's sound asleep. We don't have to worry about Turner, darling. Rusty. Rusty. Rusty, sweetheart. Home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where it seldom is heard.